Hello, and welcome back to Let's Replay Mystery Case Files Madame Fate. I'm MCFPapa, and this is part 15, and we're going to investigate the Acrobats and finish the game. Now, something weird about the Acrobats is they don't have character carny scene, which is weird because they do have a unique background that was isn't just copied from another scene like the Ringmaster and Contortionist
Acrobats
scene. And even the Fat Man has the Clown's trailer in the background, which was actually reused for his scene. But the Acrobats don't have that. They have their own unique theme, which really seems to me like they actually went through the trouble of creating a carny scene for him, but it's not in the game. And the reason why the Acrobats bothers me more than the Contortionist or Ringmaster is the whole theme, the whole gimmick with this level is you have a ton of carny scenes to visit, but you don't visit the Acrobats. It's really weird.
The future can be quite puzzling.
And even though this is the final level, you only have to find 38 objects. Which I know you have to find more in the carny scenes. But this is a really inordinately short level compared to a lot of the other levels in this game are actually longer to complete. This is my favorite hidden item in any of the carny scenes. It's the shadow of an elephant, and it has a peanut in its trunk. That's great. And in this scene, we visit Lucy Longbeard again. Oh, I don't remember how to spell armoire. Is that correct? I don't know. Yep, it is. But we visit Lucy Longbeard again, even though there are several carnies who would have been better to take her place, most notably the Acrobats, or the Contortionist or Ringmaster reappearing if they were actually in the game. But even disregarding those, the Mermaid could have come back. Fabiano, the Strong Man, Lance the Sword Swallower, or the Lion Tamer could have all come back and would have been better instead of the Bearded Lady again. That was a hard puzzle. I'm surprised I was able to do it.
Exactly.
And I'm surprised Art the Carney is fine with us just stealing the cigarette directly out of his mouth. You'd think he'd be against that or have something to say about that. But no, he's fine with it. And now here's the tattoo parlor in this level instead of in the tattooed man's level where it would have fit better. This is one of the few games where you can actually take the moon out of the sky yourself by hand. Because I know, like, there are games where you can, like, visit the moon.
What did I ever do to deserve this?
Like Portal 2. And there's games where you can destroy the moon, like in Luigi's Mansion. But I'm hard-pressed to think of a game where, without any weapons or anything, you take the moon from the sky. I guess maybe the closest thing to that is in Despicable Me. I forget which one, but one of them, he shrinks the moon down and steals it. I guess that's the closest, but in terms of gaming, I can't think of anything. And then again, like, instead of just having the number 15 as an item to find, they have ask you 7 and 8. And they call a car an auto instead of a car. It's kind of weird.
Outstanding.
Yeah, see, in this one I got chronic, and then I instantly understood it was temporary was the other one. I think it would have been better if, like, the Tans replaced Lucy the Bearded Beauty in this scene, because then at least it would still have, because it's kind of nice how in this scene there's 5 locations and you go through all 5 different puzzles to access the Carnies. See, I get the pills confused with the coins, because some of them look really similar. Oh, yeah, it's the coin in his ear, which isn't... Maybe they meant to cover up a part of it there, but kinda hard to see.
Find the clues to unveil
Men's
the future.
isn't a word? I guess not, because you need an apostrophe. Mans? Mans is a word, but men's isn't. It's weird. But cans is a word. This time around we didn't get the French fries or the jelly beans, which is really cool in this scene because it's the only time in the whole series like the items like you need to find, well, you still need to find jelly beans and French fries, but in the list, like, it'll change to say more like joke things. And it's a really funny little detail about the game. I show it off, I'm pretty sure I show off both of them in my original non-commentary playthrough of this game, so feel free to watch that if you want to see them all. I think what it was supposed to be was like Franco, because he's like elbowing the crime computer remote and breaking it, then it's like he's influencing what's on the screen. Maybe. Anyway, for the last scene we visit to look for stuff in the game, it's the good old puppet show. Now, I guess my problem with it is there isn't much moving in this scene. It's like just the hot air balloon occasionally going over. When they could have done a lot more, like have the puppets' heads move or arms move. Though that might have been a bit too creepy. I also didn't point out the joke of these two co-conspirator puppets backstabbing literally their other puppet friend and cutting his strings and I guess killing him. Though, could a puppet ever be alive in the first place? I don't know.
You've done it. Gaze. Untangle this riddle
Now,
within
for
the
this
ball.
puzzle, you're supposed to build the switch and then figure out what letter balances each other letter to correspond with the letters in harmony. But if you know the word sublime, you don't even have to bother with any of it. And you can just put it in now. Because this puzzle is so simple and easy to be, I wouldn't say cheated, but like, brute force? No, I don't know what the word would be, but it's very easy to figure out once you know what to do. That's why I think Dante's puzzle's better.
The Tans also? I guess they've learned the hard way that greed does not come with a net. There is some solace for them, however. At least they had the comfort of dying in each other's arms. How romantic. Oh, it's almost midnight, and my killer has not been revealed. I will surely join the others in my fate. I was wrong. It wasn't them. It was you. This is all your fault. I can feel the presence of a great and terrible darkness. Its ancient heart beats slowly as it approaches. This tormented soul has followed you here. It wants you to share its suffering. There is no hope for me, but I will honor my promise to reveal your future. Glare once more into the ball and let free the vision of your own fate.
Now, going back into what I was saying about this game being unpolished, unlike the other classic MCF games like Huntsville, Prime Suspects, and Ravenhurst, had final levels which had you interacting with the hidden object scene, even if only for a brief moment. Like in Huntsville, you investigate the Stained secret hideout with Gertrude Goodwill inside, and in Prime Suspects you had a whole final level dealing with finding who the guilty party was, and then also a whole separate level dealing with finding, which wasn't much of a level, but it was still a bit of finding where the crystal ball,
Only the
gem box with the Queen's Hope in is. And Ravenhurst had you finding the keys and then doing the final puzzle in the cellar, which has a bunch of randomized words it could be, so you can't brute force it like the Harmony is Sublime puzzle. But this game, it's just a ball puzzle. And I don't know why I'm having so much trouble on this level of the thing. God, I never have this much trouble on the second one. It's the fourth one that always stumps me up. Like, finding the keys at the end of Ravenhurst, at least, allows you to have a chance to revisit some of the locations that only appear once in the other levels. But here, there's none of that. Even though they could have had you just going around finding, like, tarot cards or something.
I should have been a better person.
Oh, I like that when she says that. Because that is absolutely true, Madame Fate. You should have been a better person. But she wasn't. She was terrible to pretty much everyone, including her own son. I don't know why, like, I do decent on all the others, but
Look closely and you too will observe the
it
future.
seems like this one's the one that really stumps me. There, I got it.
You stole her, my first love. You took her away from me. By what right do you invade my home and take that which is mine? Begone. You shall never take my true love. You will never, ever have my rose.
Hello, this is the Queen. Yes, seriously. Ah, Master Detective, I have been desperately trying to reach you. My sources have reported that something most dreadful was missed when you pieced together the last pages of Emma's diary at Ravenhurst Manor. You must return there at once. I fear Emma was not the only spirit freed from that awful place. You may have also unleashed the vengeful soul of her murderer, Charles.
Your Majesty, I know.
And that's the end of Mystery Case Files Madame Fate. And as you can see, the time didn't reset and was combined, and if you look now, it says that's my total time. Now, this may be unpopular, I don't know, but I really don't like the ending of Madame Fate for how it doesn't even have an ending that's really satisfying of its own. It's a pure cliffhanger, which really hasn't been done much at all in the series and stuff. Like, even like Escape from Ravenhurst, like, it ends with like a raven flying away, implying that that's not the end of the story, but there still is like a conclusion. And my bigger issue though with the ending is how you spend the whole game investigating suspects, but those have nothing to do with the ending itself. Like, in Prime Suspects, the ending's actually randomized, and who the guilty party is gives you a different ending. Same with in Millionaire, if you depending on who you get as the heir and who you get as the one that kidnaps the heir, you get different outcomes. But in this, the suspects have nothing to do with the ending. I think if they were gonna do the Charles and connection to Ravenhurst route, they should have had it be randomized, like a 50-50 chance and stuff, that one of the carnies was actually the one to murder her. Or maybe have one of the carnies murder her and then reveal that Charles was possessing them to do it, or something. Like, they could have just had it be that, like, it's revealed Madame Fate's ball prediction was wrong for one of them, and you need to have a final level searching for like tarot cards or something to figure out who the true killer is and stuff, and then it turns out it's one of the carnies, but it's also Charles. I think that would have been at least somewhat better. Still a great game. Still my favorite of the MCF games. Over 13 years later, and with a really small team. And yet the modern Mystery Case Files games with a much bigger team, and I'm presuming a much larger budget and more sophisticated computers to design stuff, can't even hope to match the quality of Madame Fate or Return to Ravenhurst or Dire Grove or 13th Skull or any of them. Props to everyone here, and thank you for making an incredible game. I hope they all went on to have long and prosperous careers wherever they are now. And thank you for watching this and listening to my ramblings about how I wish Madame Fate would have ended. I'll see you around for another series after this, and like and subscribe if you want, and see you soon.